Let's talk about this character called the inner critic. So your relationship to yourself is the foundation of every other relationship you have. And it also sits at the base of your process of learning. And by learning, I really mean just about anything in life where you're trying to get from here to there and you maybe don't quite know how to do it. The inner critic really gets in the way, both of relating with others in an easy way and learning. And it does this by doing three things. This voice shames you, it distracts you just by being noise and chatter, and it discourages you from trying new things. The inner critic usually has a pretty tight definition of who you are and who you are not. So an exercise that you can do to give you a better sense of how the inner critic might be limiting you is to ask yourself three different questions. And what I recommend is that you set a timer for something like 5 minutes and you spend that amount of time with each one of these questions. You're going to answer it over and over. So you get a list of answers. And the first question is just tell me something that you should do. Or you could say, tell me someone that you should be. So if I was doing the exercise, I might say, well, I should be polite. I should be on time. I should be a good listener. And those might be good things in general, right? It doesn't mean that these are awful things on the list, but it's just this sense of if I should do all of those things in every moment, I'm carrying that around with me. The second round is simply the opposite. Tell me something you shouldn't do, someone you shouldn't be. I shouldn't be impatient. I shouldn't be selfish. You might have very specific things, related to parenting or your job. So it's important to repeat and just see what else comes up and what else and what else. The last question is about exploring something new. And so it's posed this way. Tell me something that you would love to feel. In other words, something you haven't felt before. Now, you're not necessarily going to do everything that comes up, so it's okay if you mention something that's taboo or even against the law or just anything that sort of, generally speaking, is like, well, I'm not the kind of person who does that. But would you be curious just to know what it would be like to feel whatever that thing is, to try that thing? So this can really help you see what are the lines you've kind of drawn around yourself, and maybe you'll consider redrawing those lines.